Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of the covert female narcissist, a woman full of secrets and hidden intentions. She's like two people in one, sweet and caring on the outside, but cold and dangerous on the inside. Some call her the angel of the street and the devil of the house, because she knows how to charm everyone in public, but behind closed doors, she reveals her true face. This woman can ruin lives with her clever manipulations and endless need for control. No matter how much love, attention, or effort you give her, it's never enough. She always wants more. Her approach is slow and calculated, like a snake slipping into your life without you noticing. At first, she'll make you feel loved and special, but soon, her venom takes hold. You find yourself addicted to her charm, even as she drains your energy and happiness. She's the master of disguises. She hides her true self behind a mask, only showing her real face after you're deeply trapped in the relationship. When her mask slips, you'll notice it in her eyes. Eyes that can feel cold, empty, and soulless. She can shift from being an angel to a devil in seconds, leaving you confused and unsettled. This video is your ultimate guide to recognizing the covert female narcissist. We'll explore how she operates in two key stages. First, the beginning, where she uses charm and tricks to draw you in. And second, the later stages, where her true, destructive nature begins to show. But make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I'll be revealing her biggest secret, something deeply personal that explains her behavior and might completely change how you see her. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's get started. The red flags before the relationship begins. 1. A rapid and intense attraction. One of the first red flags before the relationship begins is how quickly you feel drawn to her. The connection feels almost too perfect. With every interest or hobby you mention, she responds with "I too." It's easy to believe you found your soulmate. But if you take a step back, you'll realize that she's asking you a lot of questions about your likes, needs, dreams, and past. This isn't genuine curiosity. It's her gathering information to become the woman you think you want. She mirrors you, pretending to be everything you desire, which makes you feel understood and deeply connected. But her questions about your fears, weaknesses, and past relationships aren't for building intimacy. They're tools to manipulate and control you later. She'll use this personal information against you when she turns on you, blackmailing or emotionally manipulating you. Her intense interest might seem flattering, but it's a classic narcissist tactic. Covert narcissists are skilled at pretending to care about you, but they're only interested in what they can get from you. If you find yourself sharing more personal details with her than you would with your closest friends, and doing so in a very short time, that's abnormal. It's a red flag that she's creating a false sense of closeness to trap you. Genuine connections take time, but with a covert narcissist, the bond is rushed and artificial. 2. Playing the victim. Another major red flag is when she starts playing the victim. She will tell you that you're the only one who truly understands her, the only one who loves her deeply, and the only one who makes her feel comfortable. This makes you feel special and needed, as if you're the only one who can save her. But this is a manipulation tactic. She will start to control your time and attention, using your desire to help her as a way to keep you focused entirely on her. If you find yourself constantly giving her your time, energy, and protection, if she becomes a burden, needing you all the time, that's a clear sign of emotional manipulation. She's exploiting your need to feel needed, and it's one of the most subtle ways she gains control. 3. The story of her painful past. Another red flag is when she starts sharing stories about the men who have hurt her in the past, how they were violent, cruel, or mistreated her in some way. She might tell you that these men didn't appreciate her, leaving her broken and scarred. Pay close attention to this, especially if it's followed by the next point. 4. The fear of repeating the past. Another red flag is when she starts approaching you, then suddenly pulls away and withdraws. When you ask why, she tells you she's afraid of being hurt again, just like in her past. She will claim she's scared that you will do to her what others have done, hurt, betray, or leave her. What she's doing here is manipulating you into making promises not to hurt her, promises that you'll never hit her, betray her, or abandon her. This is a subtle but powerful tactic to gain control and make you feel responsible for her emotional well-being. But remember, while she's making you promise not to hurt her, she's already planning to hurt you. She will betray you, cause harm, and manipulate you, all while holding you to the promises she forced you to make. It's a classic narcissistic tactic designed to provoke guilt and manipulate your emotions. Red flag number 5. Sexual bombardment. She will bombard you sexually. While many narcissists overwhelm their victims with excessive love, she will use sex to manipulate and control you. She will try to fulfill all your desires without hesitation, making you feel like you're living in a fantasy world. After the sexual bombardment, she will follow it up with expressions of love, creating a powerful combination that makes you feel like you've entered a different reality. It's an intense, overwhelming experience that pulls you deeper into her manipulation, blurring the line between real affection and control. These are the red flags you'll notice at the beginning of the relationship. If you're a loving, loyal man who wants to be needed and to shower your partner with love and care, she will unfortunately take full advantage of that. Now, let's look at the signs that become more apparent as the relationship progresses. Red flag number 6. Hot and cold behavior. As the relationship progresses, her mask will slip, and you'll begin to see her true nature. You'll notice behaviors like violence, insults, control issues, neglect, cold treatment, silent punishment, and even refusal of intimacy. However, she will always return to being sweet as honey, innocent as an angel. This hot and cold pattern. Sometimes she'll push you away, and other times she'll pull you in. This constant back and forth, common in narcissistic behavior, creates an addictive cycle. She will make you feel like you're everything to her one moment, and nothing the next. You'll likely justify her actions, explaining them away as mood swings, stress from work, or other life pressures. While normal women may show these behaviors occasionally, for a covert narcissist, it's a consistent pattern and a way of life. 7. Isolation and manipulation of your inner circle. She will begin isolating you from your family and friends, or worse, she will turn them against you, making them her allies. This manipulation benefits her when she creates problems for you and needs people on her side, whether for emotional support or even material gain. If you ever find your family or close friends turning against you, don't be surprised. This is a common tactic used by narcissists to divide and conquer, ensuring that when things go wrong, she has a support network to back her up. 8. Drastic public versus private behavior. She is completely different in public than she is behind closed doors. The only people who truly understand her are her closest family members, children, and previous victims. You'll be shocked by her ability to flip not just her behavior, but even her emotions, as if she's controlling a switch that she can turn on or off at will. One minute she might be laughing, the next she's crying or quarreling. For example, she may give you the silent treatment all weekend, but the moment an event or party is about to start, her behavior will suddenly change. Before the guests arrive, she might ignore you, give you no answers when you ask her what's wrong. But as soon as the guests come in, she'll transform completely, talking kindly, hugging you, kissing you, and showering you with praise. Once the guests leave, it's as if nothing happened. She'll return to her cold, silent self with no explanation, leaving you confused about the strange, sudden shift. The remaining red flags are related to you, symptoms you'll begin to notice in yourself as a result of the narcissistic harm and manipulation you've been exposed to. These are the signs that show how deeply her behavior is affecting you. 9. Loss of self-confidence and withdrawal. Over time, you'll notice your self-confidence and sense of self-worth start to fade. You'll begin withdrawing into yourself, feeling helpless and avoiding situations where you should defend yourself. Instead of confronting issues, you'll prefer to escape or remain silent, weakening your ability to stand up for yourself. Your friends may start to notice the change and express concern, wondering what's happened to you. 10. Loss of identity and constant self-doubt. You'll eventually realize that you're no longer the person you once were. Your sense of self will be shattered. You won't know who you are, what you want, or what your future holds. This leads to self-doubt about everything: your abilities, your decisions, your actions, and even your memories. You might even start questioning your mental clarity, feeling as though you're forgetting things or losing track of reality. This confusion and doubt are the direct result of her manipulation, whether through lies, questioning your memory, or undermining your mental and psychological abilities. Doubt is a powerful tool in narcissistic manipulation, used to make you second-guess your own reality, leaving you more vulnerable to control. Now that we understand her strange behaviors, it's time to ask about her secret. What drives these actions? The truth lies deep in her past, particularly in her childhood. She experienced abandonment and neglect, particularly from her father. This early emotional deprivation left scars, leading her to associate love and care with a man. Her father's absence created an obsessive longing for his return, but his image became distorted in her mind over time. As she grew, she began to see every man as a replacement for her father. To her, you're not just you. You're a figure who symbolizes the father who abandoned her. For this reason, she holds you responsible for everything: her emotional needs, her security, even her happiness. You are her savior, the one who can heal her wounds, and if you don't meet her idealized version of what she wants, she will punish you. Even if you give her all the love, care, and attention she demands, it will never be enough. Eventually, she will turn on you, unleashing psychological warfare that makes your life unbearable. She will cause you to doubt yourself, your worth, and your sanity. And if you get too close to the ideal she expects from you, she will still find a way to take revenge, unconsciously projecting her unresolved issues with her father onto you. My advice: don't confront her. Don't tell her you suspect she's a narcissist who needs treatment, because that will only make things worse. She'll accuse you of things you can't even imagine, turning everyone, especially your family, against you. She might even go as far as accusing you of something serious, trying to ruin your life entirely. This kind of woman is dangerous. Like a snake, she hides her poison behind a charming exterior. The best solution is to recognize the situation for what it is and take decisive action. If you suspect you're dealing with a covert female narcissist, your first priority should be to protect yourself, emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Do not try to confront her or expose her behavior, as this will only escalate the situation and make her turn even more vicious against you. Remember, a narcissist can never be held accountable for their actions, and trying to do so will only make you their target. Instead, focus on building a strong support system outside of her influence. Trust the people who have consistently shown you care and concern. Reach out to close friends, family, or even a therapist who can help you regain perspective and see the situation for what it truly is. Their insights will help you keep your mind clear and avoid getting further entangled in her web of manipulation. One of the most important steps is to set boundaries. Narcissists will push and push until they find your limits. The key is to establish and maintain firm boundaries that protect your emotional well-being. If she tries to guilt trip you or manipulate you into doing things you're uncomfortable with, don't hesitate to assert your limits. It may be uncomfortable at first, but remember, you are protecting your peace. Finally, it's critical to remember that no matter how much you care for her, no matter how deeply you may be emotionally invested, you cannot fix her. The path to healing for someone with narcissistic traits is a long and difficult one. and it's one they must choose for themselves. You cannot save her, no matter how much you may want to. Your happiness and well-being come first. Don't lose yourself in the process of trying to save someone who isn't capable of giving you the love and respect you deserve. It's time to break free and reclaim control over your life. If this video helped you understand the red flags of a covert female narcissist and gave you some insights into how to protect yourself, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth content like this. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Feel free to share your thoughts or ask any questions in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, and remember, you deserve the peace and love that you give to others. See you in the next video.